Thank you for allowing me to come to your space today. I'm your host, Meddy, and today I'm going to do a very interesting series called The Magical Lamu. Magical Lamu, being a UNESCO World Heritage, has a lot of interesting things that attract tourists to Lamu. I think you should know about Lamu. So, welcome to Lamu. We are going to do episode 1 and it's going to be interesting. And if you're a first timer to our channel, kindly subscribe, like, and share. And at the end of the video, remember to comment. Drop down your comment at the comment section, and we are going to take serious your comment. Tell us what your thoughts about the video and what you think we need to do next. Thank you. So let's get it straight to the video. So this is the famous Lamu Fort, and so today Lamu Fort is our focus on Magical Lamu, and Lamu Fort has a very interesting history of how it was constructed, the circumstances under which the Lamu Fort was constructed is just amazing. Apart from the view and the old things that are found inside the Lamu Fort Library, there are a very amazing stuff that I need you to hear. Now, Lamu Fort was constructed during the year of 1811 towards 1821. Before the year 18, during 1800s towards 1813, there was some wars that was happening here in Lamu. For example, there was war here in Lamu Island between the people in Lamu Island, the Pate Island, and the people from Mazrui. Rebels were coming also to Mombasa after they had joined forces and formed an ally with the Lamu Pate Island. So after they formed an island, they started a war against the people in Lamu Island. For your information, at that particular time, the Lamu Island had no ruler, but the Lamu Pate people, the Pate Island, had a ruler called Sultan Fememudo at that particular time. So Lamu Island was thriving economically, yet it had no ruler. It's a surprise. How can you flourish without a leader? Anyway, let's learn from the history. So the Lamu Island people were flourishing in economy, but Lamu Pate was struggling behind. So most of the leaders at that particular time used to come to Lamu Island to do business, and they flourished under the economic circumstances that were here in Lamu. Afterwards, during the war had started between the Pate people, the Lamu Island, due to the conflict of interest, they started to do something very interesting. The war ended during the year 1813, and that is when the Sultan Fememudo started a construction of Lamu Fort here. At that particular time, the Lamu Fort was constructed, and during the year 1814, after the war had finished, that's the aftermath of the war, the Lamu people continued to receive threats from the Mazrui people, the Lamu Pate Island. They kept on coming to do business and do anything they want, yet it was not their land. So the Lamu Island people decided to ask for help from people of Oman. When they asked for help, the Oman people sent their governor to come and rule the Lamu Island. The name of that person that was sent was called Sultan Said, who came to become the governor of Lamu under the people called Oman. Now, the Sultan Said somehow provided political safety for people of Lamu, and the wars started decreasing. But something interesting happened. When he came here, the economic activities kept on increasing more and more and more. So the Lamu Island flourished so much. And the Sultan Said, after he came during the year of 1814, he continued with the construction of this Lamu Fort. Continued the construction until the year 1821, when the construction was completely finished. Now, during 1821, towards the end of the 1800s, the Sultan Said made this Lamu Fort to become his military base. And actually, history donates that Lamu Fort was used by Sultan Said to defeat the people of Mazrui. Surprising. After defeating, and economy was doing good here in Lamu, everything was going well. Then Sultan Said from Oman people decided to move his military base from Lamu Island and he took it to Zanzibar. Majorly, the reason is because Zanzibar, when it comes to sea, it has good network to other countries than Lamu at that particular time. So that's why he moved his military base from Lamu to Zanzibar. After his transfer of military base and of his capital to Zanzibar, Lamu experienced a decline in economic activities, and Lamu started doing bad economically during that time. The economy of the Lamu Island decreased to a certain point where the British colonial system had come, that is during the year of 1910 when the British system had come. And the British people took this Lamu fort and made it a prison for all its detainees. Some of the Mau Mau people that were being captured were being detained here in Lamu Fort. Lamu Fort then started to be used as a prison by the British system from 1910 to 1984. 1984, that was when the former President Daniel Arap Moi was still in power. That's when he changed the Lamu Fort and it ceased to become a prison and it was given to the Lamu Museum, to the Kenya Museum. That is when Lamu Fort changed and became one of the heritage sites. After the Lamu Fort was given to the Kenya National Museum, Lamu Fort has now been used for different other activities. On the ground floor, it's a place where they hold public ceremonies like weddings, party, can come and book and hire, then you can do your activity. Then on the first floor, that's where the Lamu Fort Library is located. The Lamu Fort Library has been at work since the old days, and actually in 2010, that's when it joined the Kenyan Library. And in 2011, the Lamu Fort Library actually participated in the Maktaba Awards, and they came second runner-up for public libraries. And then in 2018, they came the third position, and that's how Lamu Fort has been. Has a library, has a place for weddings, ceremonies, and during cultural festivals, people come here to see the old facts, the crafts that were there, the traditions that have been put in place from the old time till now. So thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for learning everything.